Alright, now she needs some generic clothes, maybe just a t-shirt and some jeans. That'll be alright. God, what an ugly color. Um, that's better. There's my jeans. Good. Alright. Actually, I might not even need those. That part of her body might not even show up in the frame, but we'll see. And then, so what I do with posing, I don't know, maybe other people do this differently, but I have a pretty big collection of just base poses, doing all kinds of, various things. You see walking, running, whatever, anything you can imagine. And so usually what I do is I just grab one of those to start with, something that looks like close to what I might want the figure to have in the scene, and then I'll just tweak it to whatever I need it to be. So in this case, I don't know, she'll probably be holding her arms up, yelling or whatever. So I don't know. Actually, I don't see any in here that look like they'd work. Maybe this one? No. Yeah, some of these should work here. Um, hmm. Maybe this one. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, don't get too worked up in the chat now. Oh, hey, LFC. Actually, it doesn't run smoothly at all. As soon as I get more than about, I don't know, 3 or 4 maybe, like Genesis 2 figures on the screen at once, things start grinding to a halt. So, honestly, this PC I'm running on now is it's kind of outdated at this point. It's about 2 years old or so. Yeah, I can't imagine trying to run all this on a laptop. That would be a nightmare. I have no idea how you manage. Probably not a bad idea to save since I haven't done that in a while. Honestly, that's kind of been an issue with me. Ever since I even started doing this, I always forget to fucking save. You wouldn't believe how many times I've lost just entire projects because one thing or another, and I realized I haven't saved the entire time. So I may have even had more art done by now, but we'll never get to see it. All right, so we're actually getting close to being done with this particular scene. Just setting up the depth of field. And like I said, if this doesn't work, I might just do it in post. But otherwise, and then the other thing I have to do is add the sun. So, but otherwise, yeah, that should be about it. So, and then, like I said on my DeviantArt, I'll do Photoshop on something else after this if you want to stick around and watch that too. So I do have a new render it's been done for a while, but I'm letting it collect a few more samples before I stop it, just for the fuck of it. Yep, she's actually scaled right now to 5,000% size. Normally, I never, ever, ever do this because, in my experience, figures that are scaled up that far don't seem to work well with the reality render engine. Things get stretched and it just looks like shit. So I'm not positive this is actually going to work. And if it doesn't, I may just have to readjust everything to compensate. But I don't know. We'll see. It should be fine. But yeah, she's pretty enormous. Oh yeah. Anyway, so depth of field. Forgot about that. Let's see. I'm not going to be able to get her entire body in there, so probably just her foot and maybe a good chunk of her leg would be good. Oh, we'll see what it looks like when I render it. But that should be fine. Somewhere about there-ish. Okay. Alright, then the very last thing we do is add the sun. Where is that? Yeah, right now the city, by the way, LFC, the city is scaled down to 6%, and she is scaled up to 5,000%. Yeah, I mean, and these buildings at 100% are big themselves. I mean, you're not going to be able to tell from this right now because of the other things in here for reference, but they're hard to work with at 100% size, so it's much, much easier to get them to do what you want if you make them smaller as it is. I mean, they're so big, they literally take up the entire, like, DAS, like, grid space, so, you know, they're big on their own. Oh, are you just now finally getting sound? How lovely. Alright, so let's adjust this sunlight a little bit, because I don't really like the way it looks. Well, pointed almost straight down would be about noon. So, maybe just a little off to the side. What does it look like straight down? Okay, it looks like shit. Alright, we're not doing that. Maybe just a slight angle then. Okay. I'm not positive this is exactly what I want for lighting yet, because the thing about reality is that most of the time the lighting doesn't reflect very well in the actual DAS workspace. So I sort of have to fuck with it a bit and just test it a few times to make sure it's exactly what I want before before I let it render for good. So. Oh shit, I gotta zoom this out. Oh no. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay. Okay. There. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And save. Yeah, her nails actually aren't purple. You probably didn't see this part, but when I loaded this, when I loaded her figure in, long time ago, when she did have purple nails, I saved that as a preset. So I will adjust it when we actually render it, but yeah, the default is just the purple, so. Anyway, I think we're ready to start getting this shit rendered. So this is the fun part, because now